Hello, I am Sujata Sheth from Government First Grade College and Center for PG Studies, Tenkanedi, Udupi. In this video session, I will be discussing about enumeration of graphs. This topic is a part of a syllabus for 6th sem BSc students studying under Mangalore University. In this video session, we will be discussing some results on counting labeled graphs and counting labeled trees. We first defined what is a labeled graph. A graph in which each vertex is assigned a unique name or label is called a labeled graph. For example, let us consider trees on 4 vertices. Here, this figure lists all the labeled trees on 4 vertices and there are 16 of them. If we remove all the labels, then number of unlabeled trees on 4 vertices is only 2. So this graph and this graph are the two distinct vertices of two distinct trees of unlabeled trees. Graph enumeration problem can be broadly classified into two categories. First is counting the number of different graphs of a particular kind. For example, counting all connected simple graphs with 8 vertices and 2 circuits. Second category is counting the number of subgraphs of a particular type in a given graph G. For example, counting the number of edge disjoint paths of length k between any two distinct vertices in G. We will be dealing with the category 1. When we count the number of different graphs with n vertices and if graphs are labeled, then all graphs are counted. Whereas in case of unlabeled graphs, graphs which are non-isomorphic to each other are counted. We first prove a theorem which says that the number of simple labeled graphs of n vertices is 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. The proof is as follows. Let us consider a simple graph with n vertices and e edges. Then we know that there are n into n minus 1 by 2 unordered pair of vertices. Since we are considering labeled graphs, there will be n into n minus 1 by 2 choose e ways of selecting e edges to form the graph. Thus, equation 1 gives the number of simple labeled graphs with n vertices and e edges. Now, in order to compute the number of simple graphs on n vertices, we have to look for the graphs where number of edges is 0, number of edges 1, number of edges are 2, etc. and number of edges are n into n minus 1 by 2. And this is obtained by substituting these values of e in equation 1. So, for e equal to 0, the number of simple labeled graphs with n vertices and 10 edges is n into n minus 1 by 2, choose 0. For e equal to 1, the number of simple labeled graphs with n vertices and 1 edge is n into n minus 1 by 2, choose 1. Similarly, for e equal to n into n minus 1 by 2, the number of simple labeled graphs with n vertices and n into n minus 1 by 2 edges is n into n minus 1 by 2, choose n into n minus 1 by 2. Adding all these quantities will give us the number of all simple graphs with n vertices. In order to solve this expression, we will be using this identity k choose 0 plus k choose 1 plus k choose 2 plus etc. plus k choose k is equal to 2 power k. So here k is replaced as n into n minus 1 by 2 and we get 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. So this is the number of simple labeled graphs on n vertices. We next prove a theorem which says that there are n power n minus 2 labeled trees with n vertices. The proof is as follows. The main objective of the proof is to show that there is a one-to-one correspondence between the tree on n vertices and the sequence on n minus 2 labels. So let us consider a tree T on n vertices and let the vertices be labeled as 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n. We perform the following operation. Remove the pendant vertex and the edges incident on it which is having the smallest label. So to start with, suppose that A1 is a pendant vertex with the smallest label and B1 is the vertex adjacent to A1. Then we remove A1 and the edge A1, B1. Next, among the remaining n-1 vertices, if A2 is a pendant vertex with the smallest label and B2 is a vertex adjacent to A2, then we remove A2 along with the edge A2, B2. So this operation is repeated on the remaining n-2 vertices, then again remaining n-3 vertices and so on. And this process will terminate after n-2 steps wherein only last two vertices are left. Hence, the tree T defines the sequence B1, B2, etc. Bn-2 uniquely. Now, next we shall show that the converse is also true. So, conversely, given a sequence B1, B2, etc. Bn-2 of n-2 labels, an n vertex tree can be constructed uniquely as follows. Firstly, what we do is we first find the first number in the sequence 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n that does not appear in the sequence b1, b2, etc. bn-2. Suppose the number is a1, then we define the edge a1 and b1. Next is we remove a1 from the first sequence and b1 from the second sequence. From the remaining of these two sequences, we find the first number of the sequence 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n that does not appear in the remainder of b1, b2, etc. bn-2. If it is a2, then we define the edge a2, b2 and remove a2 from the first sequence and b2 from the second sequence. The construction is continued till the sequence b1, b2, etc. bn-2 has no element left. But we can see that there are last two vertices which will be in the sequence 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n, and these two vertices are joined by an edge. Hence, for a given sequence b1, b2, etc. bn-2, a tree T on n vertices can be uniquely defined. Thus, for each of these n-2 element in the sequence, we can choose any one of these n numbers to form n power n-2 numbers of n-2 tuples, and each tuple will define a distinct labeled tree on n vertices, and hence total number of labeled trees on n vertices will be n power n-2. Next, we see some results on rooted labeled trees. A tree will be rooted if a vertex is assigned as a root. This figure lists all the rooted trees on one vertex, two vertices and three vertices. We have to prove now that the number of different rooted labeled trees with n vertices is n power n-1. The proof is as follows. Let T be a rooted tree on n vertices where one vertex is labeled as the root. By the previous theorem, we have seen that there are n power n-2 labeled trees on n vertices, and any one of the n vertices can be made as a root. And hence, for each n power n-2 labeled trees, we have n rooted labeled trees, and therefore the number of different rooted labeled trees with n vertices is n power n-2, that is equal to n power n-1. Hence the theorem. Let us see by means of an example. We are given a tree and we have to identify the sequence associated with the labeled tree. Now here the first step is we are going to find out among all the pendant vertices, we have to find the one with smallest index, and we can see that it is the vertex 2. So we are going to remove 2 and the edge 1, 2. The vertex which is adjacent to 2 is 1, so we add 1 as the first element in the sequence. After removing 2, among the remaining pendant vertices, the one with the smallest label is vertex 4. So we have to remove vertex 4, and along with it we will remove the edge 4, 1. The vertex adjacent to 4 is 1, so 1 is added as the second element in the sequence. From the remainder, we see that the vertex 1 is the pendant vertex with smallest label. So we remove vertex 1 and the edge 1, 3. The vertex which is adjacent to the vertex 1, that is vertex 3, is added next in the sequence. Proceeding similarly, in the remainder of the graph, we see that vertex 3 is of smallest label. So remove vertex 3 and add the vertex which is adjacent to 3, that is vertex 5, to the sequence, and remove the edge 3, 5. Proceeding similarly, our next pendant vertex of smallest label will be 6. So remove 6 and the edge 6, 5 and add 5 to the sequence. From the remaining graph, the vertex 7 is of smallest label. So we remove 7 and the edge 5, 7 and add 5 to the sequence. Now from the remainder graph, vertex 5 will be of smallest label. So remove vertex 5, remove the edge 5, 9 and add the vertex 9 to the sequence. Hence this tree is defined by the sequence 1, 1, 3, 5, 5, 9. Let us see another example where we have to construct a tree where we are given a sequence 4, 4, 3, 1, 1. Now this is a tuple on 5 elements. So it means we have to construct a tree on 7 vertices. So we write the first sequence as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the second sequence is the sequence which is given. Now from the first sequence we look for the number which does not appear in the second sequence, and that is vertex 2. So we define an edge between vertex 2 and vertex 4 and remove 2 and 4 respectively from these two sequences. Next, the vertex which does not appear, the next vertex which does not appear is vertex 5. So vertex 5 is joined to vertex 4 and these two vertices are removed simultaneously from these two sequences. Similarly, next the first element in the remainder of first sequence which does not appear in the second sequence will be vertex 5. So will be vertex 4. So we add an edge from 4, we define a new edge from 4 to 3 and remove 4 from the first sequence and 3 from the second sequence. Proceeding similarly, the next number from the first sequence which do not appear in the second sequence will be vertex will be vertex 3. So we define an edge from vertex 3 to vertex 1 and remove these two vertices from the respectively from the two sequences. The next vertex which do not appear in the sequence will be vertex 6. So 6 and 1 is joined by an edge and remove 6 and 1 from these two sequences. We see that all the elements in the second sequences are already deleted and only two vertices are left, that is vertex 1 and vertex 7 from the first sequence. So we have to join these two vertices by means of an edge. So given a sequence 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, a unique tree on 7 vertices can be constructed. So this is an outline of the tree constructed from the sequence 4, 4, 3, 1, 1. Thank you for watching.